Everyone, welcome to our Sandeep Academy. In this video, I would like to take the opportunity to explain you the test structure of PT Academic. So this video is going to be useful for those test takers who are completely new to PT Academic and for those who know a little bit about the question types but do not know the complete list of questions. Okay, to talk about myself, to introduce myself, I'm Sandeep Kaileshwaram. I have been training people for PT Academic from 2013, and I am the official book reviewer of PT Academic internationally. So if you have bought these books in the recent days, in the last 2 years or so, there are high chances that you could have seen me on the back page of the book, the last page of the book, where I have written my review for that particular books. The books that I reviewed are PT Academic Official Guide, Practice Test Plus version 1 and version 2, Aspire C1, and then PT 79 Plus most recently, which was launched in the month of, I think, October or November. PT Academic is a language proficiency test, which is useful for study abroad and migrating abroad. All right. The test kind of evaluates candidates' productive communicative skills and the receptive communicative skills. The productive communicative skills are speaking and writing, whereas the receptive communicating skills are listening and reading. The cost of the test is 13,300 rupees in India, and it might vary in the other countries. So who accepts this particular test? As I already told you, this is accepted by thousands of colleges and universities, institutes across the globe, and also for an Australia PR and New Zealand PR purposes. If you wish to understand what all the colleges accept PT Academic, whether your college, the university that you're applying, whether it is accepting PT Academic or not, you can use the link. This link you can use and you can explore, you can understand whether PT is accepted by that institute or not. All right. So why people take PT Academic? Why not other tests? There are a few reasons. I'll explain you. Number one reason is flexible dates. You can book the test within 24 hours also with PT Academic, which no other test gives you in my knowledge. The number two reason is this particular test delivers the results in 5 working days. They say that they give you results in 5 working days, but in most of the cases, people end up getting results within 24 hours to 48 hours time. And the third reason is this particular test does not engage any manual evaluation. They only take the help of artificial intelligence and the machine learning to assess your skills. So therefore, there is no biasness with the test. Another reason why people take PT Academic is it is approved for Australia and New Zealand immigration purposes. The other question I keep getting, this is one of the frequently asked questions, that is whether to take PT Academic or PT General. Both are available, but you are supposed to take PT Academic because PT General is not accepted by any university or college or immigration body. You have to take PT Academic unless and until you are recommended by that particular college, that particular immigration body. So therefore, please always take PT Academic, not General, until you are suggested by the college. So how much score should I get in the PT Academic? You must understand one thing, the PT Academic exam is conducted for 90 marks. The ultimate score in PT Academic is what? 90 marks. So if you are a student looking to study abroad, you are supposed to get 54 marks of overall score and also nothing less than 50 in each communicative skills that are speaking, writing, reading, and listening. If you are a PR test taker who is looking for the Australia PR, if you wish to get 20 points for your PR application, therefore you are supposed to get 79 plus or 79 in all the modules, 79 in speaking, 79 in writing, 79 in reading, 79 in listening. And those who are happy with 10 points for their PR application can get 65 in speaking, writing, reading, and listening. And lastly, those who are applying for a New Zealand PR, they are generally supposed to get 58 marks against 90 marks as overall score and nothing less than 50 in all the modules. So these scores may vary, especially for students students, some universities, expect you to get 58 marks, sometimes 60 marks, 65 marks, depending on the course, depending on the university, depending on the country. So I always recommend you to get some confirmation from the university on the target score. Then accordingly, you can set your PT Academic target score and achieve it. So the test structure, the test has 4 modules, I said, right? The 4 modules are speaking, writing, reading, and listening. So this test is divided into 3 parts. In the first part, you can see speaking and writing. The duration of the first part is 77 minutes to 91 minutes time. And the second part is reading. The duration of the second part is 32 minutes to 41 minutes time. And the third part is listening. The duration of the listening module is 45 minutes to 57 minutes time. So these are the question type that you have in PT Academic. This is the list of question type. In speaking, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 question types, right? And in the reading, you can see 5 question types. And in the listening, you can see there are 8 question types. So this is the list of questions you have in the PT Academic. In total, there are 21 questions. Okay, and all 4 modules like speaking, writing, reading, and listening, these are all integrated. So your performance in one module will affect the score of another module, or your performance in one communicative skill will affect the score of another communicative skills with most of the questions. Therefore, you call the question types or the modules integrated types. So I'll now explain you every question one by one in a brief way. All right. The first question type is in the speaking, because speaking is the first module. Wherever you take the test, you take in India, you take in Australia, you take in New Zealand, you take in Ireland, wherever you take the test, the first module is going to be speaking module. In that speaking module, the first and foremost question type is personal introduction, where you will be given 25 seconds of preparation time and you will be given 30 seconds of answering time. So you need to speak about these details, this information, that is your name, your education background, your experience, and why are you taking PT Academic. If you want to add anything, something specific, you can always add it. But this question type, for your information, is not scored. This question type is not scored. You don't get any score added to any of the skills of PTE from this particular question type. So your performance in this question does not impact the score. But I would like to tell something to the student test takers who are trying to study abroad. Personal introduction of a student will be accessible to the university. When you send your scores to the university can check your personal introduction, maybe to understand you better in your own version. So, I recommend the student test takers to take this question a little seriously and make it a little exciting when the university is listening to this. And the other question type in speaking, the second question type in speaking is read aloud. Read aloud. You will be given a piece of text on the screen. You can see a piece of text on the screen. And when the text is given, you are also given around 25 seconds to 40 seconds of preparation time. In this preparation time, you have to rehearse and get ready, and you will be given equal amount of answering time. You can see preparation time is 25 seconds to 40 seconds, and answering time is 25 seconds to 40 seconds. It is equal. All right. So when you do this activity, you are getting the score in speaking and also in the reading. Both modules you get the score in. There will be minimum 6 questions from this question type and maximum 7 questions from this particular question type. This question type is a third question type in speaking, that is repeat sentence. The question contains one sentence. You get to simply hear a sentence in the headphones. All right. After listening to that sentence, when the recording starts, you are supposed to repeat the sentence that you heard from the audio. You have to repeat the sentence as it is. When you do this, you get the score in speaking. You also get the score in listening. All right. The number of question types given to you, rather the number of sentences given to you for repetition are minimum 10 and maximum 12. The fourth question type in the speaking module is describe image, in this particular question type, you will be given a flow chart, a bar diagram, a pie chart, a Venn diagram, maybe a life cycle image, maybe a process image, maybe you are given a photograph. After giving you that particular image on the screen, you will be given 25 seconds of preparation time. In 25 seconds of preparation time, you have to scan the image, you have to read the image, you have to pull some important information from the image, and in 40 seconds of answering time, which will come after 25 seconds of time, you will see the screen saying recording. That's when you have to describe this image in the brief way. You don't have to describe everything about the image. You have to describe the main features of the image within 40 seconds of time. When you do this question, you score in speaking. This question is not integrated question type. There will be minimum 6 images given to you, maximum 7 images given to you in the exam. The fifth question type in speaking module is retell lecture, in which you get to hear a lecture. After you listening to the lecture, after the lecture is finished, you have 10 seconds of preparation time to rehearse, to organize the information that you heard from the lecture, that you listened to from the lecture. And you will be given 40 seconds of answering time. In this 40 seconds time, you have to retell. That means telling the main points of the lecture again in your own version. That's what you have to do in this particular question type. It's nothing but listening to a lecture, taking 10 seconds of preparation time, and in 40 seconds of answering time, you have to retell the lecture in the brief way. That's what this question is all about. When you do this question, you will get score in speaking and also in the listening. There will be minimum 3 questions and maximum 4 questions from this particular question type in the exam. So the last question type in the PT Academic Speaking module is your answer short questions. In this particular question type, you get to hear some basic common sense questions, general knowledge questions, something like, what is the start month of the year? Your answer could be January. All right. So you are given a basic question. You will get to hear that question in the headphones. And after listening to that particular question, when the screen says recording, you have to give your answer using maybe 1 word, maybe 2-3 words, a short sentence. So when you do this question, you score in speaking and also slightly in listening. There will be minimum 10 questions and maximum 12 questions from this particular question type. Now, the next module you're going to have is writing module, writing items we get to discuss now. The first question type in writing is summarize written text. Summarize written text. What you need to do in this question is you got to read a passage or a small paragraph sometimes. After reading this particular passage, understanding it, you have to write a summary. Summary is nothing but a brief. And that answer, that briefing should be written in 1 sentence. You cannot exceed the length of the sentence more than 75 words. Your answer should be given within 75 words. And remember, you have to write only 1 sentence summary for this particular passage. And that 1 sentence should convey the overall purpose of the passage and the conclusion of the passage and some other important points of the passage. When you do this question, you get to score in writing. You also get to score in reading. And for carrying out all this activity in this item type, you are given 10 minutes time. In the exam, you can expect 2 to 3 questions from this particular question type. The second question type in the writing module is write essay. This question does not need any introduction. You might have written hundreds of thousands of essays to come to this stage now. So I'll explain you the question. You have a argumentative question given here. You can see the question. And to this particular question, you have to write an essay. You have to write 200 to 300 words essay in the duration of 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes time to write the essay. All right. In the exam, there can be 1 question or 2 questions asked. The skills that get assessed when you're doing essay, when you do essay are, only 1 skill, that is writing. After writing module is finished, you will be entering into the reading module, wherein you have 5 types of questions. Now let's discuss each type of question in the reading items. We'll now discuss about this question type, that is fill in the blanks, reading and writing. Okay, as the name says, this question gives you score in reading and also in the writing. Though you don't type any single word here, you still get writing score. You will be given a paragraph or passage, and that paragraph or passage will contain some blanks. You can see blanks. At the drop down, when you click this button, you will get to see 4 choices. 1, 2, 3, 4 choices. You have to pick up the suitable word for that particular blank. All right, this is what you have to do. And there will be minimum 6 questions and maximum 7 questions asked from this particular question type in the exam. See, the other question type in the reading module is fill in the blanks, reading. Fill in the blanks, reading. In this particular question type, it is similar to the last one, but there are some changes, some changes are there. You are given a paragraph generally in this question, and in the paragraph, you can see some blanks, and these blanks do not have any drop-down buttons, if you see. They do not have any drop-down is not there in this. All right. And the suitable choices are there in the bottom. You can see these choices, correct? These choices you can see. What you have to do is you have to simply drag and drop the right choice in the blank, something like this. You have to drag and you have to drop the right choices. That means what the suitable words you have to pick up from the list that is given in the bottom. So when you do this question, you are getting score in the reading. There will be minimum 5 questions given and maximum 6 questions given from this particular question type. The other question type in reading is reorder paragraphs. You can see 2 things on the screen. Number 1, source. Other one is target. In the source, there are some sentences. You can see this is sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3, sentence 4, sentence 5. The thing is, these sentences are not rightly aligned. These sentences are not in the right sequence. What you have to do is using your reading intelligence, your grammar intelligence, your vocabulary intelligence, your sequencing intelligence, you have to arrange these sentences into the right order to the target. All right. You have to simply drag and drop the blanks to the sentences to the right side in the target. Okay. So here you should arrange the sentence in the right order. So this question type gives you score in reading, and there will be minimum 2 questions and maximum 3 questions from reorder paragraphs. The other question type you have in reading is multiple choice, multiple answer. This item, you can see a question. In this item, you can see a question. You can see text, and there are some choices. All right. You can see the choices have checkboxes. Checkbox. You can see the checkboxes, right? This is checkboxes you can see here. And here in this question, what you have to do is in this item, you have to read the question, understand the demand of the question. After understanding the demand of the question, you have to pick up the suitable choices, because there is more than one choice correct in this question type, because the question's name, you can see multiple choice, multiple answers, not multiple choice, single answer. All right. Such questions will be minimum 2 and maximum 3 in the exam. The other question type we have is the multiple choice single answer. You can see it is similar to multiple choice multiple answer. The only difference is, the major difference is the radio buttons. You can see the round buttons here instead of the check boxes. All right. And also the text size is very much limited in this question type. Okay. So based on the demand of the question in this item, what you have to do is you have to pick up the right choice, not choices, choice you have to pick up, because only one choice is correct. There will be minimum 2 questions from this, maximum 3 questions from this. You get score in reading when you do this question type. So after your reading module is over, so far, if you're done with speaking, writing, and reading, these 3 parts of PT Academic, you are given an optional break of 10 minutes time. If you wish to take the break, what you can do is you can raise your hand, you can take the administrator's help to take the optional 10 minutes break. Remember, this is an optional break, not a mandatory break. So after the break or without break, you will get into the listening module. In this, there are 8 item types. The first item type is summarize spoken text. In this particular question, you can see this is the audio box. Here is where the audio gets played. You will get to hear an audio. Of course, the audio contains either a lecture or a conversation. You have to carefully listen to that lecture or conversation. If needed, you take the notes. After listening to that, you have to write a brief or a summary in 50 to 70 words. You can see this box here. You have to write your summary in this box. Okay. So your summary has to be minimum 50 words and maximum 70 words. You will be given 10 minutes time to perform this question. All right. And the skills assessed are listening and writing. There will be minimum 2 questions and maximum 3 questions from this particular question type. The second question type in listening module is multiple choice, multiple answer. You can see audio box here. In the listening module, for all the question type, this box is common. This box is something which plays the audio, because for every question, there will be one audio in the listening items. You can see a question here in this item, and there are choices. The choices are similar to your reading multiple choice, multiple answer choices, correct? So based on the demand of the question, what you have to do is you have to pick up either 2 right choices or 3 right choices. That's what you have to do. You have to select the right choices by ticking, by clicking. All right. There will be minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions. When you do this question, you get score only in listening. Let's pick up the next question type. The third question type in the listening module is fill in the blanks. All right. You can see again audio box here. There is some transcript with some blanks. You can see a piece of text with blanks. Sometimes you get a conversation, sometimes you get a monologue in this particular question type. But what's common is between the text there are always blanks. All right. The words related to this particular blanks will be played in the audio. You have to carefully listen to the audio, pick up those words and type those words in this particular blanks. You have to type the words in this blanks. Listening and typing you have to do of the missing words. When you do this question, you get scored in listening and you also get scoring in the writing. There will be minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions from this particular question type. Our fourth item in the listening module is highlight, correct, summary. This is very interesting. In the first question, that is summarize spoken text, what you do is you will listen to an audio and you have to summarize it on your own. That means you will write the summary. But in this question, you will not write the summary. You will have 4 summary choices. 1, 2, 3, 4 choices. After listening to the audio, you have to read these choice summaries and pick up the suitable summary for the audio. So you are going to select the suitable summary instead of writing the summary on your own in this question type. So the skills that are involved in this question are listening and reading. There will be minimum 2 questions and maximum 3 questions from this particular question type. The other question type the next question type in listening module is multiple choice, choose single answer. Okay. In this particular question, again, you can see an audio box and there is a question here and there are some choices. All right. In these choices, only one right choice is correct. You have to click that right choice depending on the demand of the question. There will be minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions, and you get the score in listening when you do this question type. Remember, only listening score will come from this particular question type. The other question type, the next question type is select missing word. Select missing word. This is very interesting question type. Again, you will get to hear a lecture. At the end of the lecture, there will be a beep sound here. Towards the end of the lecture, there will be a beep sound. You have to guess what is in the beep. You have choices given. You are given choices in the bottom. From these choices, you have to pick up the missing word. You have to guess and click the word that is missing in the audio or that is barred by the beep. All right. When you do this question, you get score in listening and the minimum number of questions asked will be 2 and maximum number of questions will be 3 from this question type. So the other question type, the next question type is highlight incorrect words. All right. So you can see a transcript here. You can see a transcript here. Okay. In this particular text, the transcript, there are some incorrect words. Certain words are incorrect. And the audio is ultimate, of course. So there are some words which are typed wrongly in the given text. What you have to do is you have to parallelly listen and read. Whenever you identify any incorrect word, okay, you have to click that particular word and it gets highlighted. It gets highlighted. So this is what your task is in this particular question. Listening, reading simultaneously. When you see a incorrect word, you have to click that. You get score for that. All right. In this particular question, you get listening score and you get reading score also. There will be minimum 2 questions and maximum 3 questions from this particular question type. So the other question type you have is what? Write from dictation, which is the last question type. I think this is the climax question for your PT Academic. This question type, you get to hear a sentence. It is similar to your repeat sentence. You get to hear a sentence in your headphones. After listening to that particular sentence, after picking up that sentence, you have to write that sentence in this particular box as it is, all the words in the sequence. So that's the demand of this question. When you do this question, you score in listening and also you score in writing in both the modules. There will be minimum 3 questions and maximum 4 questions. One important insight here, in the listening module, there are 8 types of questions. All the questions come in 2 or 3 quantity. Only dictation comes in 3 or 4 quantity. All right, when you're done with dictation, you're done with your exam. I wish you all a great preparation and also a great score. All right. Thank you so much.